What's up guys, Kyle here again, and today we're gonna do a quick little unboxing because I like doing them, and you seem to like watching them, and I like watching you watch them through your window. I saw you leave that comment. I'll get back to you later. Let's do it! Alright guys, hope you're doing great out there today. If this is your first time here at my channel, and if you're still actually here after that intro, my name is Kyle. What I do is I take all sorts of awesome high gain related guitar equipment, record it with a simple setup, and I give you the unprocessed audio on your end. And today I'm cutting right to the chase because honestly, I just want to unbox these guitars and play with them. So today I'm going to cut right to the chase because I'm actually really excited to unbox these couple of guitars. This company is a company that I've had my eye on for a little while now because every now and then I'll see their stuff pop up in my Facebook or my Instagram feed, and every time I see one of their designs I'm like, man, that looks really sick. And finally I just reached out and asked them if they wanted to send a couple things for me to check out here on the channel, in which they said, let's do it! Real quick though, so you know, this is not a sponsored video. I'm actually not being paid to share these guitars with you. I do not get to keep these guitars. I specifically requested that they send a couple of guitars for me to just be able to personally try, and if I like them, that they would end up in a couple of videos before I sent them back. I won't be doing any dedicated videos on these guitars or anything, so I figured I'll just share the unboxing experience with you guys so that you guys know that they're gonna be on the channel coming up, give you my quick first impressions of them, and then that way you know what they are when they appear in some of my videos down the line. So without further ado, let's get into it. It's sharp, here we go. All right, so one of the reasons that I wanted to check out this company and their stuff so bad is because they make designs that I feel like are closer to the original of the design that I actually like. Trying to figure out how to word this to make it make sense without giving it away, but there are some classic guitar designs that some companies have been trying or have been making their take on these classic designs, and I've always just kind of felt that they were like almost there, but not quite. There's a couple companies who have gotten them right, but there's a lot of companies who haven't. So when I saw both of these models pop up, I'm like, those are really good representations of that body style in my opinion. Modernized just enough to make it cool, but not over the top that it's like looks goofy or just doesn't end up honoring the original design closely enough in my opinion. So that is the reason why I want to check these guitars out. Now this company is very small. They are US based, but their guitars are imported. So they essentially do small runs of each one of their designs. That way they can keep the QC and their overall operating costs down a little bit, because again, small company. And fun fact, these guitars are actually made in the same small factory that Balaguer guitars are, and you guys know that I love my Balagers. So if you can't tell what that one is by the time I get it out of the bag. All right, so they come with actually pretty nice padded gig bags here. These actually feel like they have the little sidewall going on and stuff, so that's cool. So yeah, really nice bag. That's exciting. Let's unzip her and pull her out. Sorry if the entertainment value is low on this particular video. I'm a little tired, but I wanted to make sure that I filmed this video for you guys. We're gonna start with the first model, which is called the Empress from Grisenia Guitars. And man, look at that thing. That thing is absolutely sick, actually. So Grisenia are a company based out of Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, essentially they do their designs over here. They send them to that factory over in South Korea. They get sent back here for QC and stuff. And we know that that factory is capable of producing good guitars because my Balagers are some of my favorite guitars, period. And they come out of the same factory. So yeah, the Empress, obviously, a really sick take on the Gibson Explorer. And as you guys can see, looking at the body, like I said, man, this thing is like real close to an actual Explorer. It's got just enough of alterations to stay out of the old lawsuit area, but still remains true to the original. Now, obviously this one has this kind of like open pore finish going on. This is a swamp ash body, and I believe a maple neck. And on the back here, we've got some locking tuners. We've got the actual hockey stick headstock, which I think is another cool touch. Apparently these tuners are from a brand called High Point, and they are 20-to-1 ratio. The hardware is also apparently from a company called High Point, and see if you can actually see it. But the bridge on this has graphite saddles. So this has graphite saddles, which is going to give you better tuning stability. We've got a graphite nut as well. And I am pretty positive that this is actually a 25.5 inch scale. It feels long though. Feels really long. That's what she said. But yeah, ebony fretboard. This has stainless steel frets on it. It is heavy. This thing has some weight to it, honestly. It feels like it might be a little bit heavy in the neck side of things too, so I'll have to throw a strap on there and see if this thing tries to take a dive on me. But the body itself, man, the guitar is really, really sick looking. The back of the neck is satin as well. Fret ends feel nice, and I gotta say it feels really, really nicely balanced when just sitting here on my lap, dude. All right, so I looked it up. This does have 25.5-inch scale. I don't know why, man. It feels long though. We got stainless steel, extra jumbo frets, and then for the pickups, we've got the Duncan Pegasus Sentient set. I haven't used this set of pickups in a long time, so kind of curious to see how I will like them. And then that graphite nut is actually a Graphtec nut, so it's a name brand. We got a compound 12 to 16-inch radius. I was incorrect about the fretboard. The fretboard is Richlite, not ebony. And then yeah, maple neck on this bad boy. So this thing feels good so far. We will plug it in just a minute. Let's get the other guitar out of the box before we do so. And then we will do a quick couple riffs through both of them. So yeah, that thing is definitely sick, man. Looks really, really good. And for guitar number 2, it is their Royale model. And look at that, man. I'm looking at the, I've got a screen back here. That is a really, really interesting looking maple top there. It's got the quilt going on instead of the flame, and it's obviously book match, as you can see. Really, really nice looking guitar. This one actually does feel a good bit lighter than the other one. So this guitar also features the same high point hardware with those graphite bridge saddles, which I think, again, pretty cool touch. You don't really see that on anything that's not Graphtec. And then we've also got the high point locking tuners on here. These are the 3 by side or 3 per side. We've got a volute on the neck. And then the back of the neck is a nice satin. And although it looks like a satin black, it actually matches the finish if you can see it in the light. So it has a little bit of that gray tint to it. And man, this thing is also really well balanced sitting down. This actually feels really comfortable with the way that the cutout is. And this also features a 25.5-inch scale, extra jumbo stainless steel frets. And I believe the pickups are that High Point brand as well. Let me double check that. Was I saying High Point this whole time? The brand is High Proof. High Proof is the brand of the hardware, and this does have High Proof fire water pickups, right? Yeah, fire water. I was gonna say fire breather. I'm just gonna mess up everything. So with that said, we've got these guitars unboxed. Really, really excited to check these out. I'm gonna use them in a couple of upcoming videos, wherever I can make room for them, as long as I end up digging them. So this Royale is part of their Root series, and this one is gonna come in at $1,099. Honestly, pretty good price considering what you get. And then as far as the Empress, as it is shown here, this guitar comes in at $1,649. I'm not sure why the price difference, why there's so much of a price difference between these two, but those are the prices that they are listed on the website. So we, for this demo or playthrough or whatever you want to call it, hang out with your wang out, are going to be using my Quad Cortex, and we're going to be checking out some of my captures. All of these captures are currently available directly through me, or you can actually purchase them from my Patreon. If you're not already signed up for the Patreon,
what the hell's the matter with you?
Just kidding, no, but seriously, if you're not signed up for my Patreon, you can still purchase these. You just have to go to the links down below in the description of this video. All of my capture packs are $15 a piece, and they all feature roughly 15 or a couple more captures of an individual amplifier using different EQ settings, different pedals, or in this case, we've got the JCM 900 SLX with the Legendary Tones hot mod installed. So remember, these are the High Proof fire water pickups. We are on the bridge. I am running the Quad Cortex through the effects loop of the EVH 5150 Stealth 50-watt amplifier, and it is going into a Mesa 412 oversized cab with vintage 30s in it. And it sounds like this. So first impressions, man, this thing feels really, really good in the hands. Like the neck profile is extremely comfortable. That satin finish on the back feels really, really nice. And honestly, the setup out of the box is really good. All right, so yeah, that's the Royale. Let's try the Empress. All right, guys, so we have the Empress now, same tuning and same... All right, guys, so we've got the Empress in hand now, same tuning, same exact capture. This is my 900 SLX hard to decor capture. I'm great at names. All right, so I actually think that I like these pickups better than the ones that are in the Royale, and I thought that those pickups sounded good. Both of these guitars feel really, really great to play right out of the box. The only thing I had to do was slightly adjust the tuning, and that was it. So let's check out a different profile. All right, guys, so next capture that we're checking out is the Club Secret amp. Remember that amp? All right, guys, so the next capture is from my Club Secret pack. This one's called Butt Rock Bliss. All right, so that capture definitely reminds me how much top end that Club Secret amp had. Playing this guitar through it though, this thing is set up super, super good out of the box. The neck feels really, really comfortable. My only complaint about the guitar so far is the tuners seem kind of stiff. When I was adjusting the tuning, they probably need to just kind of be broken in a little bit because they're brand new, and they'll loosen up after you use them a little bit. But other than that, man, nothing to complain about. These things feel great. They're intonated properly. The setup is good. Let's go ahead. Let's switch over to that Royale for that same riff. All right, so funny enough, I like these pickups with that capture better. Like the high end on these is a little bit more mellow. These ones also aren't quite as high output, so it was just really, really hitting that particular capture really well. So yeah, it goes to show you that right pickup for the right job. There's not always necessarily one that's just inherently better than the other. So let's check out one more from my Prometheus pack here. This is the Lichtlerm Prometheus. These ones came out really, really good. Yeah, dude, those came out really, really well. This is the Prometheus Hard to Decor capture. Still great at names. Dude, the Royale for me feels really, really great to play in the hands. I don't like the pickups quite as much overall, it seems, but the feeling of the guitar is just really, really resonant in my hands. It's really a live feeling, and it's just super enjoyable to play. So same everything, just swapping the guitar to the Empress model. Dude, both of these guitars feel awesome to play. that the setup's right out of the box. Maybe this one has a tiny bit of a back bow to it. Yep, it does. I could tell just by the little bit of fret buzz that I was getting on some of the palm mutes when I was moving around on the neck. A lot of times if you have a little bit of a back bow in the neck, when you hit those palm mutes and kind of let them vibrate, sometimes they will click against the strings a little bit. So that's exactly what I was hearing. But yeah, the way both of these guitars feel in my hand make it very, very enjoyable. Again, I'm still not convinced that this is a 25.5-inch scale. This just feels, it feels long to me for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's possible that they have taken the scale and actually moved it more towards the top of the guitar than versus a little further back. I don't know. It feels like a longer scale to me, but feels really, really comfortable. This one has the compound radius, whereas the Royale has the regular radius. And dude, they both feel really, really good to play. All right, these are too much fun to play. I can't even shut the guitar off right. Oh my God, what's happening? I'm genuinely having fun playing these guitars for the first time, dude. They feel awesome, honestly. Both of them feel really alive. Both guitars have their high points where I'm kind of favoring one over the other for certain things, but they're both really, really nice feeling guitars. So yeah, you guys will see these coming up on some future videos. If you guys want to look into Grisenia guitars for yourself, I will of course put links down below in the description and in the comment section of this video. I'm gonna burp while I'm talking. Huge shout to Grisenia for loaning me these guitars so I can check them out with you guys here on the channel. I'm actually really excited about this, and so far they are not disappointing, but I wanna know what you guys have to say about these guitars. Are you familiar with Grisenia as a brand, or are these totally new to you? Do these look like designs that are up your alley? Or not so much? Whatever it is, let me know down below in the comments and I'll be sure to meet you down there to chat about it. And again, if you want to purchase any of the Quad Cortex capture packs that you heard in today's video, be sure to check the description of this video and that'll tell you how you can either contact me directly or purchase these captures from my Patreon. And for all of you guys who have been doing that and been giving me feedback on these and been supporting me and the channel by purchasing these, seriously can't thank you guys enough. You guys are awesome. Thank you everyone who supports what I do here. So I'm gonna get out of here. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks so much for watching. Kyle here again. We'll see you next time.
You know what this wall is missing? Another amp. There we go.